Sorry?
First, I give the floor to you for the.
Okay.
Okay, I will read in the press conference will start, and then we'll go for options.
Okay.
So, hi everyone, and welcome to the press conference of Estonian Foreign Minister Margus Tsahkna and leader of the Belarusian Democratic Movement, Sviatlana Tsikhanouskaya. And now I give the floor to Ms. Tsikhanouskaya, please.
Thank you. Dear colleagues and friends, during my only 4 years in politics, I learned this. When I look a politician in the eye and I see that he or she is personally touched with our Belarusian situation, when he or she shares our grief and joy, so then it's clear to me that together we can do a lot for Belarus. Because such politician is not just an official, he or she is our ally and friend of the Belarusian people. And today, it's my huge honor and pleasure to present one of such people and award Minister Margus Tsahkna, Minister of the Foreign Affairs of Republic of Estonia, with our special award, the highest award of Belarusian democratic people. It's called Cross of Neighborhood.
Thank you.
Estonia is doing a lot for Belarusian democracy, and Margus, Minister, is one of our greatest supporters. The Estonian government clearly distinguishes between Belarusian people and the regime. Estonia welcomes Belarusians fleeing repressions. Estonian authorities closely cooperate with Belarusian diaspora here. We are grateful for appointing Marko Koplima, a special envoy to Belarusian democratic forces, for hosting many Belarus-related international events. Minister helped us a lot with organizing the side event at the latest United Nations General Assembly. The Estonian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, led by Margus, is active in advocating for Belarus at the highest international level. There is a stereotype of an Estonian being very calm and slow. Actually, the same stereotype is applied to Belarusians, who are sometimes called Slavic Estonians. I have to say that Margus doesn't fit this stereotype at all. So, dear Margus, thank you for your energy, for your optimism, your firm determination to stay on the side of democratic changes in my country. Thank you for caring about Belarusians. We need more leaders like you. Belarusians will never forget your help. I'm positive that thanks to you, future relationship between democratic Belarus and Estonia will be perfect. Thank you and congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you, Sviatlana. It's a great honor, but not only for me. I'm just serving the country, and it's the honor for Estonian people, and you can rely on us because we know what does it mean to live without freedom in your country, and you can rely on us. Thank you very much. It's a great honor. But today marks 1,000 days of Russia's full-scale brutal war of aggression in Ukraine. However, it should also be recalled that Russia's aggression began already in 2014 with the start of hostilities in eastern Ukraine and the illegal annexion of the Crimean Peninsula. This means not only 1,000 days, but 4,000 days of terror, the illegal occupation of Ukrainian territory, the violation of Ukraine's internationally recognized borders and territorial integrity. 1,000 days, or almost 3 years, is the time during which children who have seen nothing but brutal war have been born, raised, and created their first memories for the rest of their lives in Ukraine. 1,000 days represents both Ukraine's brave endurance and Russia's perseverance in this war. The time has come to draw the right conclusions and to make a greater contribution to Ukraine's victory. So we need to remember this as well today. But today I'm really happy to welcome you here, Sviatlana. Thank you for your coming to Estonia and of course for all the remarkable job you are doing for democratic Belarus. You are the leader of the democratic forces. Estonia fully supports your political leadership and taking Belarus back to Europe where it historically belongs. It needs the hard work and you can rely on us. Estonia, it is unacceptable that in the middle of Europe in the 21st century there is a dictatorship that systematically imprisons and tortures to death those who do not want an authoritarian regime. Today, there are more than 1,300 political hostages illegally imprisoned, many of them incommunicado, tortured and left without any hope. This is inhuman and it must stop. To date, 7 Belarusian political prisoners have died as a result of the brutal Belarusian regime. Their blood is on the hands of the regime and on the hands of Lukashenko. We continue to support the democratic forces of Belarus. The presidential elections of Belarus planned for January 2025 are organized in an atmosphere of terror and they will not meet the democratic principle. And this is why we will not be able to recognize the results of the elections. And I'm happy to announce that Estonia is contributing 30,000 euros to the fund for the victims of the repressions of the Belarusian regime. It is an international humanitarian fund aimed at supporting former and currently imprisoned political prisoners and their families. This is our part, and thank you for this initiative. And we support all steps to hold the Belarusian regime accountable, which is why Estonia supports Lithuania's proposal to the International Criminal Court to launch an investigation into crimes against humanity in Belarus. And Sviatlana, thank you again. Please keep going. We are your friends. We do as much as we can. We are living in a very difficult world even more divided between democracies and dictatorships, and your fight is important only not for your people, your country, but also for us. So thank you again.
Thank you, Minister.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, nüüd on aeg mõneks küsimuseks, kellel on soovi. Öelge oma küsimus inglise keeles palun, kui võimalusel, ja öelge nimi ja väljaanne, kust te tulete. Ma annan mikri kohe.
Külli Kapper, newspaper Postimees. One question to Sviatlana Tsikhanouskaya and another to Mr. Tsahkna. How do you feel about the idea of taking away the voting rights of Belarusians in Estonia during local elections? And to our minister, do we have Estonians still in Lukashenko's prisons? How many? Are there any political prisoners? And what do you do to help them?
Please.
Yeah, thank you for your question. All the restrictions that are imposed on Belarusians are perceived very painfully by the people. I understand why the government is doing this because of the security issues. What is important for us, Belarusians, is that you don't put Belarusian people and Russian people into one basket. For too long we were perceived as one country, as the colony of Russia, a satellite of Russia. We are different countries with different context. In Belarus there is full anti-war consensus, full anti-regime consensus, and people in Belarus want to be part of European Union. We want to return to European family of countries. And sometimes it looks like by habit maybe you put Belarus and Russia together into one loss, and this is what irritates people. So And my message here is that, of course, we don't have to punish Belarusians, that they are Belarusians. In our case, we have to distinguish Belarusian people from Belarusian regime and have to punish regime, but help Belarusian people to feel that democratic world, Europe, is welcoming us. You need us as part of your future family. So, of course, we can justify these restrictions, but we have to send proper messages together with these restrictions.
About the question, Estonian citizens imprisoned in Belarus, yes, we have 3 persons. We are trying to be, and we are in contact with them, and we are trying to support them, but I cannot go in details about that, every case, though we know our people there, and we support as much as we can. So this is an active process. Thank you.
Any other questions? No? Okay, thank you.
Thank
you.
Press conferences.
It's time for interviews. Thank you.